We are Cactus Wrestling. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.
The moment you all have been waiting for. It is our 125-pound bracket breakdown for the 2024 NCAA wrestling season. Uh, there's been controversy over the seeds on this one. It's so hard. I don't really give them flack because there's an argument
This
for
weight
so many
class.
guys to be the top seeds at this weight class. It's going to be crazy and exciting. And quite frankly, I think we're going to have a lot of disagreements
Oh yeah. Oh
in
boy.
these matchups. So make sure you check out our fantasy lineup video. This is your last and final call. If you want a chance at winning a Cactus Wrestling t-shirt, submit a fantasy lineup by tomorrow at noon before the NCAA Wrestling Championship begins. And now let's begin. Tristan Lujan versus Mike Joyce of Brown.
So Tristan Lujan impressed me at Big Tens, and so I picked him to win against Joyce there. I mean, if you look at Lujan's matchups against these better guys, he's been pretty competitive. Like he had a 2-1 match with Matt Ramos. He improved on a 7-3 loss to D'Agostino to an overtime loss at Big Tens to D'Agostino. He lost 7-3 to Braden Davis. He lost 4-2 to Eric Barnett, actually, which was an improvement over losing 7-0 to him. Like it seems like every time he wrestles someone, he does better. Which is why if there is a 33 seed that could knock off a 1 seed, I think Lujan is the guy to do it. And that's why I picked Lujan to knock off Braden Davis.
Oh, God. It's already started. People are
starting the Wild West with a wild pick.
People have already left the video, Mike.
So they're clicking off, they're leaving a comment and they're clicking off, and it's not going to be very nice.
You're picking a guy. You don't even know if he's going to win his first match.
Oh, I know he's going to win his first match
over the defending Big Ten champion.
And that's his second match, but I'm also picking that too.
You're picking Tristan Lujan over Braden Davis.
I am, yes.
Okay. Well, I chose Tristan Lujan to beat Mike Joyce, but I have Braden Davis beating Tristan Lujan.
I have the same. Lujan winning and then Davis winning over him.
So
when Lujan is in the round of 16, you guys can applaud me.
I'll happily do it. Yeah. Okay, Brett Unger versus Dean Peterson.
Give me Peterson.
100%.
Yeah. Unger's had a tough season. And Peterson beat Matt Ramos at Big Tens.
He did.
Pat McKee, Kyson Terrakina.
I went
back and forth on this. I thought when I just looked at my bracket, I had chosen Terrakina, but sure enough, I wrote McKee.
I went with McKee because Terrakina, although he had some quality wins overall, I don't think he's going to do well at the big show.
Well, how about formerly ranked number 1 Richie Figueroa versus Ethan Bergink?
I got Figs.
I feel like he's kind of getting back true to form to what we thought he was going to be at the beginning of the year.
I just think it's wild that he's the 8 seed at this weight class. He's 12-5, and he's got some bad losses on the season.
Yeah. And well, the seedings all year has been kind of weird. That the Matrix isn't great.
Yeah.
Jory Volk, very battle tested, but Diego Sotelo is really tough as well. He beat Anthony Noto earlier in the year.
It's big. That was a big winner when it happened.
I still chose.
Yeah, because that was an All-Star Classic guy.
Mm-hmm.
I still chose Volk though.
Yeah.
I think Volk's going to do big things here.
Let's go Wyoming.
He was like a 28 seed last year.
Let's go Wyoming. Okay, Brandon Kaler versus Anthony Noto. This is a tough matchup.
Anthony Noto is the highest returning All-American other than Ramos at this weight.
And he's the 12th. He has 2 losses. I think he got concussed in that match against Sotelo. and that's why he lost. And then he lost another match, but he beat Jacob Camacho this year. And I chose Brandon Kaler to win this.
As did I. I think Kaler's going to pull off the upset. Yeah.
I was gonna go with Noto, but outvoted.
Outvoted. Hey, there's bound to be some other. If this weight
Oh,
class
yeah.
somehow goes more chalk than other weight classes, I'm gonna lose my mind. Steve Poulin versus Noah Certain.
I got certain. I'm thinking Mizzou, I've been saying it every weight. I think Mizzou is going to have a good tournament. I think this is going to be their best tournament of the year.
You don't think Steve Poulin's getting it done?
No,
Wow.
no Steve-O. If it
His
was
life-
Steve-O Poulin against Jacob Camacho, I think he gets it done. And then points at Pat and angrily mumbles.
No, that
Yeah, I'll
was
go.
it Noto
I'll go
that
with
did
Certain.
that?
Yeah, I'm certain it's gonna be certain.
Oh, that was a good.
Mm.
Thank you. I've been working on my jokes.
I chose Poulin here. He beat him last year at the Big 12s 11-4, and that was
That was
not
last year.
that was not with 3-point takedowns. So,
That was also last year.
well, it was 11 months
It's
ago.
data. It's data. You got to run with it.
Brandon McCrone versus Matt Ramos.
Macron looked like doo-doo at Big Tens. I got Ramos.
I was surprised he got a wild card, actually.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, Macron doesn't even deserve it. Like the way he just wrestled this tournament.
Ramos, it is. Drake Ayala versus Elijah Griffin, Midland champion.
Ayala with the pin.
Give me Drake.
Yes, sir. Jet Strickenberger versus Nico Provo.
I want Nico to
Formerly
go.
number one, Nico Provo.
Formerly from Connecticut wrestler right there.
Yeah.
Two
CT.
Connecticut wrestlers in the same bracket.
Ayo.
Holla. I chose
Yeah,
Jet
2
Strickenberger.
out of 33.
2 out of 33.
Some math there for you.
I chose Jet Strickenberger here.
I did not. I chose Nico Provo.
I also went with Provo, but I think it could just be a bias. But
There's a
shout out to Southside.
There's definitely a story here. I don't know it very well, but based on WrestleSat, Jet Strickenberger was at North Idaho College his freshman year, then transferred to Northwest Kansas Technical College for his sophomore year, and now is a national qualifier for West Virginia, ranked number 19 in the country. How about that?
That is a story, man.
All right, our follower, Braden Palmer versus Cooper Flynn.
I hope Braden Palmer gets it done.
I actually picked Braden Palmer to get it done.
Hell yeah.
I did as well.
Let's go.
Let's go. Cactus Strong. All right. Max Gallagher over Troy Spratley.
I got Spratley.
Oh, Spratley 100%.
Spratley's tough, man.
Scrapper.
All right. Camacho over Blake West.
Hey, Connecticut has 6% of the guys at the weight at nationals.
Take that, Pennsylvania.
Let's not get into their statistics.
I
How many they got here.
I don't know anything about Blake West, so I chose Camacho.
I went with Camacho. Yeah, Northern
I think he's
Illinois.
Cousin of the rapper Shaq West.
I don't know rappers.
He's the guy that sings Mo Bamba.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
I'll send it to you later. You've definitely heard it.
Thank you. Tanner Jordan versus Eric Barnett. I'm choosing Eric Barnett.
Yeah, Barnett
Go
looked
Wisconsin.
tough, especially when he tried to break Braden Davis's arm.
It almost worked. It's a good move. More people should
Yeah,
consider
yeah.
just breaking the limb.
I
of
mean,
your
he
opponents.
clearly is willing to put it all on the line. I think, yeah, Barnett's definitely going to win there.
Channeled his inner Austin DeSanto.
Yeah, channels his inner Austin DeSanto.
Just break the arm.
Caleb Smith, Michael DiAugustino. That's a tough first round.
You think Michael DiAugustino's cut his beard at all this season?
No, he's definitely embraced full caveman.
He's just letting it go as long as he can.
I mean, he was like grabbing it at times.
Yeah, the fans love it.
He loves it.
He loves
I'm
So
gonna go with
Caleb Smith
Smith.
did beat D'Agostino 8-5 earlier this year.
I'm going with Smith.
I went with D'Agostino in overtime.
I chose
Definitely could.
I chose Caleb Smith here.
An overtime
Oh.
8-5 win is a possibility now.
It's true. And Tyler Klinsky or Luke Stanek.
Stanek.
Those Lehigh guys, I'm
You know,
telling you, man. Lehigh lightweights.
Eamon is fully in belief that Stanek's going all the way.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, he messaged me specifically to say that Stanek is going all the way.
Shout out to Eamon.
I want 3 reasons why, Eamon, in the comments. Come on.
In the comments, Eamon, let's see him. What are the reasons?
All
I
right.
told him that there are 33 guys that could win this bracket.
Braden Davis or Dean Peterson, round 2.
So I didn't have Braden Davis here.
Yes, we know.
But now that he is there, I
Still not picking.
I still am not picking Braden Davis. I'm going with Dean Peterson. I think he really was impressive at Big Tens.
Mike, how many Penn State wrestlers do you think are going to win nationals this year?
Aaron
Me,
Brooks.
Mike, or him, Mike?
Both of you. Sure, why not?
7.
I got Aaron Brooks as a lock, and then they'll probably get like 2 others, but I don't know what two.
I'm gonna predict.
I'm going to say 4.
I'm saying 3 is what yeah.
I'm gonna say. Should I say them out loud? Who I think, or just the number?
Yeah,
I'm just saying 3 because
just a number.
Brooks is the only one of the 3 that I am very confident in saying.
And I take it Braden Davis is
I'm
not.
gonna say 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they could. I think there's a really good shot to win 6.
How many Big
Okay,
Ten
so
finalists?
then who's the one
How
that
many
you don't think is going to do it?
How many Big Ten champions do they have?
165. How many Big Ten champs did Penn State have? They had a champ
25.
at 25,
57, 65,
57, 65,
97.
97, and 285.
So because Carter didn't wrestle. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So these 2 have wrestled. It was an overtime match.
In February, like beginning of February. So
Yeah,
it was a little bit more than, I would say, about a month and a half ago.
yeah, 212. Like that's not that far ago.
Yeah.
I would pick Dean Peterson to win.
I could see it going either way. I chose Davis though.
I did choose Davis. I think that he can do pretty good damage in this bracket. I think that its unpredictability is going to play into his hand. I have no idea why.
The unpredictability of Dean Peterson is going to your fantasy lineup 125 isn't going to.
I don't even know who I have. I mean, he's mine. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Dean Peterson's your guy.
Change the whole thing then. Braden Davis is losing. Dean Peterson wins. I need the points.
I need points.
Sorry, locked in. Pat McKee versus Richie Figs. Interesting matchup here. I personally just want to see. I don't think McKee can beat Davis, so I want to see Figs wrestle Davis. So I chose Figs.
I think Figueroa is the better wrestler.
I picked Figs because McKee, yeah, maybe he'll turn up in the backside, but.
Jory Volk, Brandon Kaler. I believe they've swapped matches this year.
Mm-hmm.
I chose Brandon Kaler to make the quarters.
Wow. Did you? Mike, who'd you pick?
Jory Volk.
Oh, interesting.
No, he's just beat him. He won.
Oh, he did? I'm still gonna go with Volk. Gotta go with those Wyoming guys, you know.
You gotta go with those Wyoming guys.
Kaler's
That's the thing, though. I chose Brandon Kaler as well.
Heyo.
21 seed making the quarters.
Kaler's had a crazy year. He's beaten Drake Ayala. He's beaten Jory Volk. he pinned Troy Spratley, but then he's beaten Nico Provo, but then he has losses to Jet Strickenberger, Caleb Smith, Brett Unger, and Braden Davis. So it's crazy. All right, Noah Certain versus Matt Ramos.
As high as I have been on Missouri, I got Ramos.
I have Ramos.
I think Ramos is going to come alive and have a really great tournament.
Yeah.
Give me Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Nico. You won your match.
I think Nico's going to wrestle back. I would like to see him be an All-American. I think it'd be great for CT. But I don't think he's going to beat Drake Ayala.
No.
All right, Braden Palmer versus Troy Spratley.
I've been pretty high on Troy Spratley. He's been impressive. I picked Spratley. Sorry, Braden.
Prove us wrong. I chose Spratley as well. Prove us wrong.
Braden Palmer for Emote for Hodge. I hope he just friggin' wrestles a great tournament, man.
He has great taste in YouTube channels.
He does.
He does.
He subscribes to only the best.
Yeah.
And comments, and it's so honestly, it's like kind of surreal to have like people that are in the NCAA brackets like be fans of the show and like comment and back and be like, I'm talking to like a potential All-American.
Yeah. I chose Eric Barnett. He's in my fantasy lineup, and I think he can beat Camacho.
NC State underperforms. Barnett for the win.
Yeah, I think Camacho has a lot of potential. It feels like he has a hard time putting it together for nationals. I bet he has a great U.S. Open right after this, though.
Yeah, right. He's gonna tech whoever wins this weight and wrestles in it, he's gonna beat. He'll win 10-0.
Okay. Luke Stanek, Caleb Smith. I went crazy train on this one and chose Caleb Smith.
That ain't happening.
I wish I could join you, but I think Lehigh is lightweight. You got Ryan Crookham, you got Luke Stanek, two guys that are going to go really far in their individual brackets.
Yeah, no, I got Stanek all the way here.
I'm curious. Luke Stanek has 3 losses on the year.
I think 2 of them are the same guy.
No, one of them is to Troy Spratley.
Oh, no, one of them was to Jax Forrest.
One of them is to Jax Forrest, which I don't know why they have 3 on this.
They count that?
Yeah, I guess they counted that. And then the last one was to Richie Figs. How about that?
What an interesting set of losses he's had.
A high schooler, Figs, and Spratley.
All right, quarterfinals. Braden Davis versus Richie Figs. Speaking of Richie Figs, I chose Richie Figs.
But yeah, I'm not joining you on the crazy train here. I don't think Figs is capable of doing it.
I'm going Davis. I mean, I think he's going to make the finals.
I would pick Lujan and Peterson over Davis, but Figs, I don't think he's going to get it done.
Braden Davis advances.
What do you mean? What does that mean? You choose a guy, Tristan Lujan, who has no big wins, yet Richie Figs literally just 2 weeks ago just beat Stanek.
I understand.
Yeah, but that's not Braden Davis.
But I'm saying the second ranked guy.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm not as high on Figs as you are.
I just
Arizona
think
State does not usually do the upsetting.
I think
don't judge the team, judge the wrestler.
It's tough. That's it's Zahid was like the really, really good wrestler for Arizona State, and I feel like a lot of the other guys just were also on
Anthony Robles.
I mean, you know how long ago that was, dude?
Colton Schultz, he's going to take 3rd this year.
No, he's not. He's not. I said this to you guys. He's more likely to not All-American than he is to take 3rd.
Crossover video. How do you think Colton Schultz is going to do? Let us know in the comments.
Crossover video.
Weighs double these guys. All right. Braden Kaler, Matt Ramos.
Ramos turns it up for NCAAs. Kaler goes down.
Funny thing is, Ramos like squeaked by to the semifinals last year. Like he shouldn't have even been there.
And then he
Yeah,
worked
he had last
in
second win, last
semis.
second win, and then the win
Just
over Lee.
beat Spencer Lee, and then everyone went insane. They're like, "Oh my god, national champion!" And he didn't win.
Yeah, not surprising.
This is a good match in the season, overtime match. Drake got it done. I say he gets it done again.
I say he doesn't, and Spratley flips the script.
I think Ayala's going to win it.
So Mike just takes the prior result that these guys have had and then reverses it. That's his logic at NCAA's. It's a bold strategy. I love the consistency with it. Eric Barnett versus Luke Stanek. I have Barnett in the semis.
I have Stanek.
I have Stanek.
I'm really high on this guy. I love the Lehigh lightweights, dude. I'm super into the program. I think they're doing a ground up building of the team.
Hold on. The Wild West to 125, and we put the 1, 2, 3, 4 in the semis.
Oh,
It's wild.
I blame you guys for not going with my picks.
But I will say, there's been the most disagreements on every match.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's been there's not been a consensus of 3-0.
Yeah, because I had Stanek losing, Mike had Davis losing, I had Davis losing, but Mike, that's on you because you have two other guys beating Davis, and the one guy I think has a chance to. You say no chance.
I don't think Figs can do it though. That's the thing.
All right, Matt Ramos, Braden
If
Davis.
Figs was running into him earlier, I would have picked Davis over Figs.
I'm gonna go with Ramos to make the finals.
Over Davis.
Yeah, I could see it. I could not. I think this is where we see 125 kind of go bananas. Is that like, yeah, Davis is the 1 seed, and yeah, he's currently ranked number 1 nationally, but this is kind of where I see Ramos going. I think he's been the better wrestler. He was the better guy coming into the season, had his ups and downs, and I think he's going to have a great nationals.
I agree. I mean, I had Ramos over Dean Peterson, but because I had Peterson beating Figs in the quarters. I think that Ramos is going to knock off Dean Peterson.
Okay, Drake Ayala over Luke Stanek.
You see, I had Stanek on Spratley, and I picked Stanek to win. But Stanek on Ayala, I have Stanek in the final, so I guess I got to go with Stanek. But seeing Stanek on Ayala, I probably would think Ayala is going to win.
I have Ayala in the finals.
I have Stanek in the finals.
I picked Stanek in the finals, but I would think Ayala would beat Stanek.
Here's the crazy thing with Stanek. Like, I'm looking at his wins on the season. He beat Eli Griffin 8-7 in tiebreaker 1. He beat Eric Barnett 8-5. He beat Cooper Flynn 5-3. Brett Unger 3-0. These are close wins. Then he loses.
Bo Bartlett.
Then he loses to
it's Ryan Crookham.
He loses to Richie Figs.
It's the 2 seeds, actually. They're all 2 seeds.
So, I don't know. I'm trying to see how many top 10 wins he actually has based on.
You could even argue Parco's in there with not having big wins over guys either.
Eric Barnett's the top 10. Cooper Flynn is an 11. Eli Griffin's the 30, and that went to tiebreaker 2. I just don't know if he's been battle tested enough. I guess we'll see.
That's why I think, although I picked Stanek to make the finals, I think if it's Stanek Ayala is going to win.
But who do you have in this finals matchup, though?
Oh, I had this finals matchup.
Ooh.
This is who I picked to be in the finals.
Okay.
So everything just worked out for you, didn't it?
Yeah, that's just how it works. Just another day being Mike McKeever, everything working out.
Yeah. Everything worked out like this. This is great.
Just as I predicted.
Despite how we got here, this is how I had it ending. That being said, I do not think Stanek has the juice to pull it off. I think Matt Ramos is going to improve upon his runner-up performance and get a national title, unless it's against Drake Ayala.
Bum, 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 bum.
But if it's against Luke Stanek, I think Ramos gets it done.
Mike.
I think Ramos wins. I would like to see Stanek get it done. And he might, but I think I'm going to go with Ramos, who's kind of been there, done that. He's a returning national finalist. There's got to be some credit.
Yeah, there's a big mental aspect to this that he's already prepared
This
for.
It's a big tournament. It's long. It's multiple days, multiple weigh-ins. A lot of these guys are not going to be used to it. Matt Ramos is battle tested at this exact tournament.
Exactly.
Wasn't he the 4 seed last year?
He was.
Dangerous 4 seed because he beat Spencer Lee in the semis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Drake Ayala winning the tournament.
Honestly, I could see it. That the only reason I didn't pick Drake Ayala to take first is because I had Spratley beat him. If I had picked Ayala over Spratley, I would have picked Ayala over Stanek and Ayala over Ramos.
I think that Ayala can't win because I was not allowed to be happy. And that's not my rule. That's just how it goes.
Zach Glacier is only the one that is allowed to have a good performance from Iowa.
For whatever reason, it's just not okay.
I think I wish we kind of were able to do this without putting the seed numbers to really put us unbiased, but I have a feeling some of these top guys are going to get knocked off very early on.
Right, exactly, like Braden Davis.
Hey, and if that happens, then I think that'll be the first time.
I mean,
NCAA history.
I'm going to get called the blob in the comments for any of these picks, but still.
Hey, that's okay. You'll look like the smart guy when it's all said and done. So who do you guys have winning 125? Drop it in the comments down below. Matt Ramos.
Did Eamon put in the finals against Stanek?
Yeah, I mean Stanek all the way, I guess. I'm not as high on Stanek as you guys, but let us know in the comments down below. 125 is one of the most anticipated weight classes. We saved the best for last. And happy NCAA Wrestling Championship weekend to everyone here from Cactus Wrestling. So thanks for watching, and we're excited to watch and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for watching. We are Cactus Wrestling, and we'll see you next time on our next video.